Welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope it finds you well. I have not pulled any cards, so we're going to explore this together. I've noticed a lot of misinformation about this beaver moon. I've seen people post saying it's the wolf moon. The wolf moon is not until January. So there's like a lot of misinformation. I don't know if anybody else is dealing with this or has picked up on this energy. If so, please leave your comment down below. I'd love to know what you've noticed. And it's also not in Aries. And I don't know if this is different for different parts of the world or something, but it's Aries until like the day before. What is today? It's in Aries today, and then the moon enters Taurus. Technically, it's already entered Taurus because this says 1:59 a.m. and I believe that's like one. Okay, and I just got a confirmation on my phone. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Guys, say hello to my puppies. This is Jax. He's a little clingy because he lost his brother the other day. So it's been a little bit different dynamic going on in our in our home. But again, the misinformation, the full moon is in Taurus, okay? For anybody that's wanting to know, this beaver moon, the last super moon of this year, of what they consider this year. And I just want to get an overall energy of what this is bringing in for us, because when I steer away from astrology, what I realize is that I miss out on some energies that were presenting themselves, or I was unaware of the energies. So when situations came into view, I didn't have that extra tool in my tool belt to be like, oh, okay, this is that energy, and moving accordingly. I kind of stepped away from astrology and was a little more committed to diving into some research that I was led to. And I'm kind of circling back. It's like showing me that it's all connected and that this is all going to be coming together in some way. And I know this huge shift for November 19th is on a lot of people's calendars. I know it's on mine. And we're in that shadow. And I feel lighter. And after 2 or 3 months of feeling super bogged down and super dense and super heavy, this is really a relief for me. And at a crucial time when I lost my dog, who I've had in my life every single day for almost 13 years. Almost. So I know that I'm going through changes and shifts that could take accountability for what I'm noticing, but nothing is coincidence. Everything's connected. It's all divine timing. It's all supposed to happen this way. And I'm actually starting to get really excited. So, yeah, let's see what this energy wants to bring in for us so we are aware of it. And I did forget to sage, to Palo Santo, to smoke cleanse a little bit. I did set the intention, so there's that. Got to be easy on ourselves, forgive ourselves, and then just do what we can to fix it, right? Again, to all of you who have purchased spiritual baths on my website, I really appreciate it. My Reiki healings and tarot readings will be open very, very soon, so look out for that. I'm so excited. So let's see what this energy wants to bring in. Holy Spirit, holy angels, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Sandalphon, Metatron, Angel, Jophiel. Did I say Raphael? Yeah. Any messages from the divine realms that want to enlighten us about the upcoming energies with this full moon tomorrow in Taurus? What is expected? You could be a Leo. You don't have to be. This is a time to show your strength, to show what you've learned. You're gracious, you're compassionate, but you have that you've tamed the beast within you. So you know how to use it. You know when it's trying to come out. when you can feel the shadow, like, oh, this is a triggering situation, but I'm balanced, I'm compassionate, I love this part of myself, and I understand this part of myself. Big steps, man. Oh my gosh. Ace of Cups. New love. A new love for self. A new love for something. Let's get one more. Really? Okay. Okay. They want me to pull from this deck. That was weird. This is a kid's deck, so the cards are massive, and I don't understand that. Like, look how big these cards are. 5:45 on the timer. Okay, what is this? What is this? Give me one more then, Spirit. One more for the strength and the Ace of Cups for this Beaver full moon. The last super moon. Page of Wands. Wow, new horizons, good news, new love, strength and grace. This is looking pretty positive, you guys. I'm also seeing fire and water. It's like you can, do you see this growth at the end of this wand? It's looking up, and it's like you're going to be looking at a new part of yourself that has grown from this last cycle that is closing out. It's like, oh, there's the sprouts of the seeds that I planted this past year, or this past even 16-year cycle. Please make decisions from your heart space. Because, or this is what you do, and this is just a confirmation that the way that you process information, the way that you, and I'm seeing the heart here around her neck with the amulet, and also just this heart being, it's like your cup overfloweth, and you're going on a new adventure to share this growth, to show like, oh, look at my wand, look what I was able to achieve. Not in a bragging way, but more like, if I can do it, you can do it. I know if I can do it, anybody can do it. Okay. This is nice. Super blue moon. Or super blue moon. Super moon. Okay. I'm gonna do something a little different. What is stubborn? Ooh. Didn't we just see the Taurus? So with this moon, do you see the bull? That's clear Taurus right there, stubborn. And I know a lot of Tauruses can be stubborn. There was a reader that I was watching. She's amazing. I love her soul. Like, you can tell she's very genuine and she just doesn't care anymore. Her name is Linda. Linda Likes Tarot. And she used to talk, when I used to watch her, like religiously, she would talk about being a stubborn Taurus. So I feel like I understand now why Spirit wanted me to pull a card from this deck for the situation and for the energies incoming, is because with the positive, with the new growth, we're always going to be met with the polarity, the duality of it. And Taurus energy, I don't care if you are a Taurus, we all exude these energies when the cosmos is expressing them. So you will feel this energy whether you are a Taurus or not, but depending on where your Taurus placement is, it will accentuate what is in that placement. So it can denote determination and perseverance, but it also may hinder progress. So don't allow yourself to be stubborn and stuck in old ways. Ask yourself why you have that belief, or why you're so defensive about something you're being stubborn about. And this is just, again, to enhance this growth. It's to propel you forward. It's so you become consciously aware of this energy that you might be holding on to, because this is the time to release and let go, especially before November 19th. And if you're watching this afterwards, this is just some kind of confirmation, clarification that during this time you did something that you worked on yourself with love and compassion, looking for the new growth and observing any kind of stubborn energy that you're exuding at this time, okay? All right, we're going to do one more. Spirit's really wanting to go deeper into each card pull section that we are in. Jaxie Poo. Leo, please sit down for class. No distractions. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Spirit, what wants to be paired with this Strength, Ace of Cups, Stubborn, and Page of Wands? That was weird. I said the Page of Stubborn before the Page of Wands and how it's laid out here. That's weird. So your stubbornness actually could have also caused more growth, because you became aware of it by exuding that trait. Instead of holding it in, you didn't repress it. You allowed it to show its rearing head. And then the mirror comes out. Treat your body like the palace it is. Okay, number 4. I don't know. I'm gonna read this because I'm not entirely sure. There might be something that you're mirroring. Oh, so you're gonna, okay. For some of you, that the universe acting as a mirror is actually benefiting you, because you're able to confront any kind of stubborn energy, any hindering energy that is trying to keep you stuck. You've been feeling self-conscious as of late, but the answer isn't to change anything about yourself. The answer is to learn to love the body you've been given. Avoid those crash diets, that extreme exercise, or any other unhealthy behavior. Take strides toward a healthy mindset that accepts yourself as you are, not what you feel pressured to be. So I can definitely relate to this. Working out, exercising, and diet can become addictive, and it can actually cause energies to push others away. So what I'm getting for this beaver moon, this super moon, take a time out. If you're constantly going to the gym and you're constantly working out, you're actually depleting some of your energy. It is good to take breaks. I am somebody that used to go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. Now, as of the past month and a half, I knocked down to 2 days a week, and now I'm at 1 day a week. But I'm also able to contribute more time to my spiritual growth, to really ask myself questions and sit with the energies that I'm feeling to find out if they belong to me. And if they do belong to me, why are they there? Why are they present? What kind of, what is it trying to communicate to me? Because our body, our feelings, our emotions, all those things are trying to alert you to something. So let's find out what energy is going, what is going to be the advice at this time. I'm going to skip the challenge and obstacle because I feel like it's already kind of presented itself, and I feel like it'll come out. Okay, advice. Let's get some advice. What's the advice during this time? Yeah, we're already at 13:49. Woo. Okay, the advice is to move in silence during this healing, during this connection to spirit. Whoa. The stars are falling, the sky is falling. What is that? 1404. So we have the moon, the full moon in one picture. Move in silence during this full moon, okay? Move in silence. I feel like you're going to be getting some kind of cosmic connection. When I just looked at the star card, what I saw was that during this full moon, your advice is to move in silence. Don't tell everybody what you're doing, because there needs to be a clearing. No. There's some kind of communication coming from the higher realms for somebody. And they really want you to tap into this meditation, setting intention, and listening, and being patient. Let's find out what else wants to come out with this. Wow, the Hermit is at the bottom of the deck, guys. 15:15 on the timer. Okay. 7:17. I'm also getting. I've seen that number actually quite a bit lately. Okay. Let's get one out of this deck. That's funny. Kind of wanted to fall. Move in silence during this full moon. Whatever ceremony, whatever you have planned to do underneath the stars, underneath the full moon, keep it to yourself. Not everybody needs to know. If you're making a video and you're sharing this kind of experience, then by all means do so. As long as you're guided to do so. And that's what you feel like you should be doing. 1606. The Magician. You are manifesting magic. You are manifesting, you're working with all the elements. And by doing this, you're setting up a clear communication to get those downloads, to get the information that's needed for this next chapter, whatever that looks like for you. We're constantly entering new chapters and experiencing new growth. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay. I'm also getting soul retrieval. I feel like a piece of yourself is coming, a part of your multidimensional self is being reunited with you. Becoming more whole, becoming more present, seeing signs. But the way to communicate those signs might only be for you. Not everybody's going to understand, and you don't want it to take away from the magic that you're creating with the universe. Okay. Well, what wants to come out with... That was really fast. I'm actually not going to take that because I feel like I actually wanted to get a shuffle, and I'm weird with my cards. Like, it's got to feel right when it comes out. Mysterious Shift. Sorry. I'm so excited, guys. Something about a boat. Personal growth can happen quickly and in ways you may not initially understand. Because you are the universe. The universe is you. You are God. God is you. You are, move in silence because you're going through some kind of massive shift. Embrace this mysterious shift with this Taurus full moon. What are you doing? What are you praying? What candles are you lighting? What intentions are you setting? What kind of meditations are you performing at this time? Because I want to know. I'm just asking for a friend and myself. Because you have some kind of deep awareness. Allow this mysterious shift, this magical connection with the universe, but be quiet about it. Embrace your strength, embrace your love, your heart chakra, being understanding with yourself, allowing this new growth to come in. And remember, you are a mirror. So when you encounter new energies, new people, or just people in general, they don't even have to be new. Observe the characteristics of your friendship with them. It's not about judgment, but it's about being honest. Like, what are some things that you notice about them that maybe don't rub you the right way, or that you're not 100, like, you're like, oh, that's them, that's not me. But in reality, every person, every situation, every person that you come in contact with, you can learn something from, and they can learn something from you. It goes both ways, equal give and take. And becoming very consciously aware. For example, I have a new neighbor who wants to do Montessori, and she's rebuilding her life. And what I noticed is that she doesn't have very good communication skills with her son. So I had to look at myself because I was like, oh, well, I'm constantly doing this and I'm retrying and I'm trying to heal the trauma that we experienced with my family. And what I realized is that she's mirroring to me what I notice in her. I am actually expressing myself. I'm actually dealing with, and that I need to address. So that's just an example. But your advice, this advice, man, roll with it is what I'm hearing. Bless you, red, forgive, roll with it, okay? Spirit, what card wants to come out with this advice? Let's get something that really helps tie this all together, please and thank you. Take yourself out on a date. So this is all about pouring into yourself, the moving in silence, the communicating with your higher self, with the higher realms, manifesting magic and manifesting some kind of shift. So you have a big part to play in this shift that's going on right now, globally. Yes, you are that important. Yes, you are that. You're very intrinsically woven into this tapestry of this shift. You are a warrior that chose to be here at this time because you've done it in other lifetimes, many times. I'm also getting for some of you, if you have some kind of crazy, like a sensation to go do something randomly, like spontaneity, like childlike wonder, like, oh, like, don't talk yourself out of it. Don't be like, oh no, I can't because blah, 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 blah. You're being asked to go somewhere and do something for a reason. There is either somebody that you're supposed to run into, or just a few words that you end up sharing with somebody could change the whole trajectory of their life. And that's going to create some kind of massive shift. And that's your advice. Or this could be with you. Flip it where it needs to go. But essentially, this is the energy of being led somewhere magically through higher communication. Be quiet, move in silence. There are ops everywhere, okay? Remember, energies and principalities, 2222 on the timer. So let's find out your outcome if this is followed, and I will wrap this up because this is definitely longer than I anticipated. And every time, I'm going to have to move that back. Okay, let's go. This is really cool though, guys. I'm so excited. Oh, something was backwards. What is the outcome if they follow this advice? Okay, Two of Pentacles. Oh. So, again, a lasso. Lasso on the star and lasso on the sun. But also, this is a balance from spirituality and the material, 3D and the 5D. And being in your fourth dimensional self, which is your thoughts, what is going on in your head is in an equal balance. Being consciously aware of how it affects in the 5D and the 3D. This is deep. This is real deep. One more from this deck, please. One more from this deck, please. Come on. I wanted you to flip out. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Ooh. Your passion. You're igniting your third eye. There's some kind of clear seeing that you're going to be, oh my gosh. Okay. So your rainbow body, your light body, your Christ consciousness, all of your chakras being balanced and in alignment so you can see the 5D within the 3D, even with your eyes closed. And she has her eyes closed in this picture. Ooh, this is something. It could leave you with more questions than answers, but this is part of the process of leveling up and getting to those new truths and deeply knowing yourself. Oh, babies. The rules. What wants to go with this outcome, please? 10 of Swords in reverse. Oh, you're going to see all the betrayals in a new way. Okay. So what is going to happen is, the Fool. New beginnings, leaps of faith, brand new chapter. You're going to see things very clearly. You're going to see how all of these past betrayals, all these knives that were stuck in your back were actually for your betterment. And they were there. It's almost like giving gratitude to all your enemies. Like, thank you for playing that role, because now I'm at a conscious level to understand some of these things. And that's a great place to be, is when you are grateful to your enemies, when you realize that this is all just a play. And they were there to say things to you, to tick you off so much that you would reevaluate things and you would see things from a different perspective. You would fight. You would uncover new parts of yourself. This is beautiful, guys. The whole thing. Thank you, full moon in Taurus. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo! One for this outcome, please. Shame and guilt. Feel them without judgment or self-criticism. Mistakes do not define your worth. So again, with this 10 of Swords in reverse, it's like all the shame, all the guilt, all the betrayal, all of these feelings are going to be understood. There is a reason for them. It's not like we need to cut them out of our lives and try to avoid and repress and suppress them. Because that ends up biting us in the butt later on down the road, because our subconscious will lash out in ways that we're not prepared for because we never address those situations. So all the shame, all the guilt, all the past betrayal that you were put through is going to be fully understood. You're going to fully be able to see this and integrate this. And if you feel like you've already done this, you're just taking it a step further. There's something that you're digging even deeper, because there's multiple layers. There are multiple layers to this. I'm also seeing the Ouroboros. Yeah, don't run from your difficult emotions. Sit with them and allow them to shift. Yeah, the shame and guilt, the betrayal, everything is shifting. A whole new perspective, a whole new way at looking at... Instead of like, oh my God, they are terrible, they did this to me and they did this to me. Look at the bigger picture. There is something much bigger going on, okay? That is only the microcosm. Your situation and your life experience is the microcosm. There is the same things that happened to you are going on a bigger scale, okay? And this is going to help you understand that. What are we at? 2755. The universe. We're all just stardust. Oh my gosh. Somebody is about to have a huge breakthrough. A huge breakthrough. But this is only my advice. Do what you feel guided to do. Move in silence. Write everything that you can think of down. Any sign, any synchronicity, any epiphanies, realizations, awe moments. Anything, even writing letters to the people who have betrayed you, and like, oh my gosh, I see now that blah 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 blah, and this had to happen so I could come to the conclusion of blah 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 blah. All of these things have happened for you. They're for you, not to you. And you're realizing you are the universe, and the universe is you, and we're all just stardust, and there's a lot of patterns that are going around, and once you become aware and realize these things, you move on up. You have that new growth. But if others around you are being stubborn, look at yourself. Ask yourself how you're exuding that that energy, because it can't be blame. It can't just be, oh, that person did this and blah, 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 blah. Everything is a mirror. This full moon is coming in to show you that there's something that you've been stubborn about. I hope it shows me, because I love it when I become aware of something so that I can work on it and change it. Hope that makes sense to somebody. For that new growth, okay? Allow yourself to be the mirror. Ask yourself those deep questions, because you're shifting. You're shifting. You're manifesting magic. You're manifesting higher connections. You're manifesting a lot of love towards yourself here with this homeward. Something's going on with my throat chakra. If anybody's speaking ill about my throat chakra or the way that I speak, I rebuke you. because that is something I've had to overcome, is the way that I talk and my voice. You know, there was a time where I didn't even want to speak because I was made fun of for my voice so much. So I don't care. I'm gonna be me. We also have 4. I know it says 42, but this also breaks down to a 4. So all the way down on the 3 rows, we got 4, 4, 4. You're divinely guided, and you're loved, and you are protected. And 4 also talks about just, it's emperor, authority, power, but not even like showing off. And that's why you need to move in silence, because it's good to be really proud of yourself and have healthy pride. But when you're in a world where other people are not fully healed, they can take it the wrong way. A majority of them do. So share that energy for yourself. And the more you write these things down, and then years to come, you end up pulling out that old journal and, oh my God, when I was going through this, look what I wrote. It's one of the best feelings ever. And everything is about feels and how we feel, you know. The universe is mental, and it helps us on our journey with our heart. Are we going to follow our heart and use our minds when they're balanced? Okay, I'm going to shut up. Anyway, let me pull or read this card, and then I'm going to close it out. 31. When we're children, we can barely comprehend the vastness of our own lives, let alone the existence of other planets. It's not long before we learn we aren't the center of the universe. We are but specks of stardust in one of its many skies. However, we must all still do our part to take care of our own individual worlds, or else it throws everything else off balance. Make sure to keep balance in your life. Don't forget the big picture stuff. Recycle, don't litter, and give thanks. I mean, I feel like I just talked about this. Look at it. You're being shown the bigger picture. The bigger picture, because you're like in balance. You're understanding the 3D and the 5D. You're seeing signs and synchronicities and actually being able to put meaning towards them. And maybe you're creating your own language with the universe, which is a lot of fun to do. Setting, and what I mean by that is setting up signs and symbols. At the beginning, about 2 years ago, at the beginning of my spiritual awakening, I set up upside down triangles and sunflowers. And believe it or not, I was moved across state lines just with those couple of signs and synchronicities, and it was life-changing. So if you've already went through some kind of spiritual awakening, there is more. It does not end. It just becomes it's like going to the next level, the next boss. It's just a little bit more challenging to get there. But you've already done this so many times that you're starting to pick up on the patterns. You're learning to trust yourself and love yourself and allow this shift to happen, and know that all the past betrayals, all the past shame, the guilt, everything. And if you're not there yet, know that the shame, the guilt, the betrayals, one day it's going to all make sense. You're going to understand the whole thing and realize they are on their own path and they signed up for that. And thank you for being the villain in my story to make me stronger. 3344. I love you. The universe loves you. Everything is working out for your best and your highest good. And until next time.